Hey Gemini, welcome to your May 2025 quick read. This Tarotscope is going to cover your general, career, and love reading in that order. Let's go ahead and hop in, and happy early birthday to you. What does Gemini need to know about May 2025? Spirit guides, what will they experience in May 2025? 3 cards. Spirit guides, what will my Geminis experience this May? Okay, period. The World card, we love to see her. 7 of Swords. One more. What does Gemini need to know about May 2020? The Death card. That's not always bad. That's not always bad. The world is changing. And I know that that's so like so cliche because we're looking at that card. But like, hear me out. So Gemini, it's almost like your world changes a little bit in the month of May. Opportunities do open up. For some of you, it may be the opportunity to travel. It may be opportunities in terms of your career. The world kind of opens up, literally. Like, you've been operating a certain way and operating in a certain field of vision, I guess, and now you have an open scope, right? New perspectives are popping up. People want to take you here. This is going on. It's a very good luck card, very serendipitous. Again, whole world in your hand type of energy. Now I will say, Gemini, with the world also represents completion. And then when we have the Death card here, we're talking about transition. We're talking about the end of something so that something can begin. I think a betrayal sets off an ending this month for you. Honestly, for some of you, it has already. Maybe in other areas of your life, it happened a few months ago, but maybe you've still been dealing with it. Now, in the month of May, cold stop. Okay, we can't anymore. So whether it's a relationship or a situation, it's an ending coming to a relationship. It can be an ending to a job, a project, something. But because we have the 7 of Swords, there's some type of betrayal that happens here. Someone's sneaking around, someone's not telling the truth, someone's saying that they're one thing and they're another, and now that's over with. But now you're no longer dealing with it. You're no longer in that cycle. So in a way, you'll get that feeling of accomplishment because you don't have to deal with that anymore. But we'll see what the other cards say. 3 more for my Geminis in their May 2025. What are they experiencing? What is Gemini experiencing in their life in come May 2025? Spirit. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I will say this does introduce some reciprocal relationships. For somebody, I'm picking up kind of like a little bit of bribery and a little bit of like trying to soften the blow of something. So someone could come to you with gifts or vice versa, where you're like just trying to play nice, make nice with somebody. But otherwise, there are some two-way relationships. So this feels very separate from whatever this is, though. This feels like a whole separate situation. So, for example, if this is a romantic relationship, this may be in your friendships. If this is your career, this may be in your relationship. You know what I'm saying? It feels like something separate is going on here. But we're having some trouble. Well, not even trouble. We're having some trouble with our financial steps forward. Okay, we don't really know what we're doing in terms of funds. The funds are short. Or we know what we're doing in terms of just money, but like career-wise, we're like a little stuck. I really just feel like there's more of a procrastination energy when it comes here. We know what we're supposed to be doing. We're just not doing it, right? Or we've stopped doing it. We're getting tired of doing it, something like that. The Hierophant in reverse means that we're finding a new strategy to do the things we want to do, especially sitting next to this Page of Pentacles, because the Hierophant, you can think of the Hierophant upright as the church, right? But in reverse, we're doing our own thing. We're looking for the way, but our way. And I think that that's something that you're trying to do in the month of May. Is finding your way in these relationships, your way after graduation or after a marriage or after a divorce or after, you know what I'm saying? Your way. How do you want to do it moving forward? Okay, period. And then we have with the Page of Pentacles. I think it can be career related. But let's see. What do my Geminis need to know about their career and finances in May 2025? Earning power, building a business, sound decision. Okay, you can work in corporate, power, be in an unstable position right now. Money blocks, being stuck, financially sound. Okay. Stable for now. That's interesting. Kind of contradictory. But let's see. Clarity. What does Gemini need to know about the career and finances? Okay. All right. So with these 3 cards, Gemini, I think you're okay for now. I think where you are for now, the career for now, the job for now, the business for now, it's fine for now. But I also think there's some instability that comes your way. For some of you, this will look like the whole thing is unstable, like the job, all of it. You don't know what you're trying to do. You're trying to figure it out. You can't stand working there no more, or they don't pay you enough, or whatever the case may be. But for others of you, it's more of like you have a month of instability. So something comes in and tries to knock you off. An example I can think of is like taxes, or I don't know, there's a big lump sum of something that you have to pay that temporarily makes you unstable for a second there. So you're trying to figure out the best way to navigate that. But there is this feeling of feeling stuck. While there will be some blessings this month, I will say, you taking on a different path, a different road, networking with new people, like there's something about following that intuitive guidance. There's something about getting the work done, doing the things that you feel called to do that does bless you. I will say that. But on the other hand, I will say, Gemini, be careful about doing things just simply because you think it'll make you some money. And I'll be honest with you, it's because there is no direction. So for example, let me see if I can conjure up a quick example. If a person decides to, I don't know, say somebody says they want to sell ice cream, right? Like that's their passion. They love ice cream and they want to sell it to other people. And so then they just start selling ice cream, literally like out of their kitchen. They don't have any type of branding, nothing. They just start telling people, hey, I'm selling ice cream, and they just get a bunch of cups and they get to selling ice cream. That's cool. And that's cool. Like you can make money that way, but you kind of don't really build something until you say, I'm going to get custom made cups. I'm going to sell this ice cream from a specific freezer in my house instead of my actual freezer. I'm going to separate this completely and get a storefront or get a truck, or you see what I'm saying? It's like it takes on a completely different body when there's intention. So if you're lacking intention, that's what's going to mess you up, right? It's not that you can't make the money. It's just that, okay, what are we doing? Where is this going? I guess in the grand scheme of things is what Spirit is asking you. So clarity. Anything else for Gemini in terms of their career and finances? Any messages for them in terms of their career and finances in May, Spirit? Y'all may not have nothing. Oh, there it is. A new start is coming. A time for healing. Okay. So yeah, you're starting something new. That's for sure. And if you haven't yet, it's probably time. But it's like also a time for healing your money issues, I will say. Like the way you view what you're supposed to do. And again, that I just realized that confirmed our new start. You are completing something and now you're transitioning into something new. So, but just heal the way you think about money and career and success. Okay, Gemini? Because I don't want you to I don't want you to start making decisions that end up kind of putting you back in the same space. Okay? So clarity for my Geminis. What do they need to know about their love and relationships in the month of May 2025? What do they need to know about their love and relationships in the month of May? Thank you. Made with love. A gift from the heart, sentimental, an offering, contribution, trying new things, being their support. Ungod. I knew it. I freaking knew it. Competing for someone at an impasse, guarded, needed space, takes time, skilled interaction. I freaking knew it. Y'all, hold on. I'm finna show y'all. I'm finna tell y'all in a minute. The Stork. Okay. A new addition, ideas manifested, pregnancy, baby, child, children, family, good news, inspiration. I immediately, when I see Made with Love, especially with this 6 of Pentacles, for some of you, you're making up with someone, or at least trying to. Now, this can be them coming to you or them, you coming to them. But I'm going to leave it open because for some of you, it's different. You messed up, they messed up, something went wrong in a relationship, and it's been a minute. And so now you're like, okay, I kind of want to get back cool with this person. I kind of want to be back in this good graces. I'm going to be honest with you. For some of you, you don't have really any real direction. You just don't like being on the outs. So, but anyway, you try to come in with this person and they are not having it. They are not having it. And it's mostly just simply because they don't, if I'm being honest, I'm going to call it straight. They don't trust you. They do not trust you. And that is what's going to keep you back from repairing this relationship. So in a way, you may find yourself getting irritated because you feel like you're making an offering, you're doing it, you're talking to them, you're trying, you're giving, and what is their problem? But the reality of it is the trust has been lost. Now, this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. This can be a friend that you forgot to call back 97 weeks ago. This can be, a career situation, like you once upon a time was doing business with somebody, and then for whatever reason you fell off the earth, and so they, you trying to come back around to repair the relationship, and they like, girl, boy, bye, like, you know what I mean? So that may be coming up, and it could also be vice versa. You may feel like someone's trying to get back on your good side, and you're like, no, you betrayed me, I'm done. Now I'm not going to say that that's how it's going to end, but I do feel like that might be something that's going on. For a lot of you, you may be focused on your children, you may be focused on your creations a lot, so you may be around a lot more crafty, people in terms of that. If you're in a relationship, this also applies. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, you're trying to be nice to your partner who you've been mean to all week, and now they ain't messing with you. Stuff like that. But let's get some clarity. What does Gemini need to know about their love and relationships in the month of May? What's significantly going to happen? Yeah. Okay, so first thing came out, cycles. Then we just talked about cycles earlier. Cycles, fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. You can't get no more confirmation than that. You can't. Gemini, you cannot get it any more confirmation than that. That's crazy. And then we have no. Okay, it's not the right time. All right. So then, because I put this for your relationships, just keep an open mind. I don't want to doom anyone's relationship or make, because if you have a happy, healthy relationship all month with your significant other, that's great. This may not apply to you, or it may apply to a different relationship, but something has to come to an end so you can start a new cycle. It's a behavior, it's a relationship, it's a personality. Something has to be done with. It's time to start new. It's time to start fresh and do better. Okay, my love? I hope this resonated for you, and I hope you have an amazing month. Bye.